Stop talking, tighten your shock absorbers, and get in.
Hey everybody, Ringworm here. We're going to do another video today. We're going to do the review of the Takara Tomy MP-27 Cybertron Security IRONHIDE. As you can see, this is a Nissan Cherry Vignette from the 80s, and if you guys remember the classic cartoon, this is what basically IRONHIDE looked like. Now, when you're looking at the box here, there are some immediate things that I want to call out that some people, well, I don't know if some people don't like, but I didn't like. When I originally bought this figure, it was almost dependent on what his face looked like. And I had kind of a problem with that. The main issue that I had was that I didn't think this face looked like IRONHIDE very much. But once you get him transformed and you get it to see his actual face that's on his physical body, that kind of goes away for me. Anyway, just a real quick view of the box. You can see him there in his transformed mode and in his car mode. You can see that there's a bunch of Asian style writing there that I can't read. You got the Nissan logo there, and what model it is. The underside is just more writing I can't read. That side right, this side right here, I can even get a hold of the box, is just him in his vehicle mode. The top, nice Transformers writing. You got the other side here, it's got him in a pose with his hands open. Not 100% sure. I think this was when he was on Cybertron and they were trying to get the part for Optimus Prime. He shoots out some kind of sticky liquid that Shockwave and another, I believe, part of reflector gets caught up in. I could be wrong on that. And then the back side, and this is great. Again, gives you a bunch of poses. The great part about IRONHIDE is he comes with a ton of stuff, and you can see him even in the back of Optimus's trailer here, right here you can see him in the back of Optimus' trailer. You can see him scaled with Bumblebee, and he comes with all of this stuff right here. You can see in there, including a change-out face, and it's pretty cool. I mean, compared to the other Masterpiece Transformers, he comes with an absolute ton of stuff. So this is basically his vehicle mode. One thing I want to show you guys really quick, the original Transformers, and I talked about this in another video, I think it was Why Collectors Collect video. Sometimes when you were buying the old generation 1 toys, first and foremost, the scale to me was always off, and that always bothered me. The second thing is, when he transformed, because this was more of the Takara line, basically behind this cab you had his face. So when you transformed him, all you had was his face. Really quick, I'll just show you. You can see there on the screen they included that in this model, which I thought was really funny. It's, you know, there's nothing spectacular about it. It's just kind of paying homage to the originals. Some problems that I have with it, which isn't much. They've got a little bit of chrome paint on here, right in this area here, but nothing that's, you know, overly unsightly. It's just there. On the side here, again, going back to Takara or the Masterpiece toys, there's a lot of moving parts. He's actually really easy to transform for the most part, especially when you get the hang of it. It's not too difficult. And the one thing I do like about this figure a lot is his legs become almost, I mean, they're pretty bought in comparison. So I like this character a lot. The only thing that I would say is not keeping up with the toy line, and I think you can buy a upgrade kit. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to accidentally break it. These things are expensive. I have a hard enough time trying to justify the expenditures as it is. Not that I don't, I still will buy these things, but when you're spending this much money on things, you know, ultimately little things like this, just, they don't bother me like everyone else. I mean, it's pretty accurate, but this little fender right here isn't in the comic, and there's a couple other things that a lot of the fans don't necessarily like that I'll explain, but for the most part, this is it. This is the This is a scale model. I've shown him with different characters and whatnot from the cartoon with MP-10 Optimus. I think I've shown him with Bumblebee just as a comparison, or Wheeljack. Anyway, so that's the figure. It's pretty cool overall. Now, like I said earlier, Ironhide comes with an absolute ton of accessories. So he comes with all the stuff that you see basically right here. He has this type of weapon. I'm not sure if he ever used that in the comic book. He's got this little radar thing that I'll show you with him on later. He comes with this little chest piece when he discovers the I've heard other reviewers call them the Dinobots, but he doesn't discover the Dinobots. He discovers dinosaur bones, and that's what you can see in this video right here. He comes with an alternate face. You can kind of see them there. It's more of the in pain or type face. And looking at this face right here, I'm telling you right now, I have no problems with the way the face ended up looking in the overall finished product. And then he comes with two of these kind of weapons right here, and these actually store on his body. I didn't put them in on his body, but he does. Anyway, he comes with his card here that kind of gives a description of him. It's in writing that I can't read, and then you have his stats here down at the bottom, so you can kind of see him in another pose too. And like I said, it's overall pretty cool. But when you look at his face in this, I don't love it on the card or on the display, but it is what it is. Anyway, comes with a ton of stuff. I'm not ever going to display him with any of this stuff. This right here, I believe, will attach to his back once he's transformed. It won't go on to it right now. These two flames, I guess, go on his rocket pack. I don't ever remember him having a rocket pack, but for sake of argument, I guess he did. And then he's got these two little vent type or laser type things. And then he's got these two little red... Again, I don't know what all this stuff is for. I'm not ever going to use it because I just don't feel like it's necessary. Anyway, that's all the accessories he comes with, which is pretty cool. Compared to the other MP equipment, I think Optimus comes with his trailer, but he doesn't come with a whole lot else. Anyway, really quick, so if you flip him upside down, hitting the camera here, that's not a good thing. Anyway, his weapons just store underneath here some way. I've never done it, so I can't exactly see how it stores under here. I would assume like this. In fact, that's exactly how it stores. So without reading the instructions, oh yeah, I forgot one thing that he comes with. Comes with this booklet of instructions, not really booklet, a pamphlet of instructions, just like a lot of the other Transformers. It opens up and it shows you how to transform them. Like I said, for the most part, he's not difficult to transform once you get used to it. Sometimes I have to remember how to put things in different areas, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. So with this transformation, this actually is going to become part of the front. And this part right here is his back legs, and this part right here is his arms, and this ultimately becomes obviously his chest piece and whatnot. And it's pretty easy to transform. See if I can pull these weapons out. Might have to start transforming it to get it to do so. So as you can see, transformation, I love this part actually. It just pops up with just no effort whatsoever. You can see his feet here. And this really, to me, reminds me a lot of the G1 figure itself. Obviously, it's not a G1 figure. It transforms completely. In the old G1, I think what happened was, I got one of the guns out, but I can't get the other one out. Just like in there really tight for some reason. Even though it's like sitting in there loose, it's just in there really tight. Anyway, so the old G1 toy, when you were transforming him, had this little sled that kind of folded out, and it had some sled pieces in there. Oh yeah, by the way, you can store his extra face underneath here just like so. So pretty cool. I don't know if you saw that because I just realized I'm not in camera. So his face just stores right there underneath his sled, just like that. So you can pretty much put all his accessories on there just like so. So before I get transforming him, I just wanted to kind of show you the scale. Now I think, and I could be wrong, but he might be a little bit oversized if they're using Spike here as a comparison. I don't remember what the old van looked like. It's not outrageous for the most part. I mean, if he was sitting in there, I don't think he would look out of place sitting in there. But it is a little bit tall, I'll say. But anyway, I still like the figure, and I still like everything that comes with. So for the most part, when you're transforming him, you just start flipping this thing up, and you can see his head is just right there. And what happens is this kind of accordions out, this piece right here. If I can get it to do it. See, it just kind of accordions out really big. And you don't need to even worry about this just yet. But what you're going to do is you're going to start with his arms here, and they just kind of fold up like this. So you can kind of see there on the screen, his arms just kind of fold up like this. They come out pretty easily. Fold down. The reason why I'm doing this is because I kind of want his arms just out of the way, and to me it's just easier just to transform him real quick and get him out of the way. So you can kind of see that accordion's out like so. His fist, which is just right tucked in like that, comes out. There are instructions in process, but like I said, the reason why I'm doing this is he's actually really easy to transform, so I'm just getting the things out of the way that I want to get out of the way really fast. It's not overly complicated or anything like that. And that's just basically his arm. You can see it like that. Nothing like overly complicated. And you can see these little grooves right here. This is going to go into this part right here once you get him all transformed. So basically this comes down like so. I'm going to say like this. I should say, not like that. Struggling here. So basically that comes down there like that. And then when you're transforming this part, oh, that's why I'm having issues. So this part goes up. Again, I want to bring the arms out as straight as I can get them. Move the hands out. Fold this up and down, makes his arm, and then these fold up underneath this right here, and then this comes down like so. Like I said, pretty simple. This just snaps onto this shoulder piece right here, and then these come up and tab into that, and then obviously that doesn't look right, so you just lift it up, spin it around, and there you have Ironhide partially transformed into his robot mode. And you have this, and you can see his back and whatnot, and you can see his legs underneath there and all that other type stuff. So basically this next part, you just want to transform his legs. You're just going to pull these tabs out like so. Now this, if I can get it to do it. Okay, so it just comes out. Now his feet here, pretty simple. They're on kind of a double joint. My goodness, I just don't want to, this just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. Anyway, so you push this out. You can kind of see it like there. It's out now. It's not flush with the vehicle. Anyway, he just folds down in with his double joint right there like that. This right here comes out. That's why I was having trouble. And it's really simple. Just snaps right into place like that. This folds down. This piece right here folds down. Bam. Done. And his foot right here just rotates around like so. Pretty simple. So same thing here. This just kind of folds out, but obviously I need to do the tire first. So this pops out, and again, in and around. This piece just folds in and back. This piece folds out and down. And then this piece needs to come out right here. Oh, his face fell off. That's one thing I don't like about this Ironhide, is his face falls off really easily, and that bugs me a little bit. Anyway, his legs you need to spin them around so they're facing this way. These pop out like so, and then around. His other leg right here needs to come all the way up, down, fold his legs around. Pretty simple to transform. Now on the back side, and this is one of the areas that some of the fans are not liking. So see these little tabs right here? They just tab right there into his rear end, and they don't necessarily like that. So this just comes around, you push that in, and it just kind of tabs into place like so. And that just tabs in like so, kind of makes it like he's got a butt cheeks or whatever you want to call it. And there you have him. The MP-27 Ironhide. Now I'm going to get him up a little bit further close. Let me raise this back up. Just going to get a little bit closer so you can see his face. I don't have a problem with his face now. For some reason, he looks weird on, and maybe he looks the same here, I don't know. But for some reason, his face on the box looks weird. And his face, to me, right now, looks like Ironhide. I don't have a problem with it at all. Now, he comes with a couple things, just really quick, show you. His hands open, like so, and then his weapons just fit in just like most of the Masterpiece line. It's got a little tab there in his hand, right there at the back, and what you do is you just slide this in, kind of get it situated as best you can, and his hands, if I can get it to do it, as I'm fidgeting with his weapon. You think this would be easier because it's just his gun, but it does fit in there. Trust me, I've had it in there. Let's see if this other side fits better than the other one. I literally had him in here already, but because I'm doing this video, I took him apart and transformed him, all that other type stuff. I can't get it in there. I'll try it again here in a second. But anyway, the one thing I like about this is this is really easy. So his chest piece just comes down, and you can see this piece right here. So his chest piece just comes down. It just fits right in there underneath a little piece. Oh, shoot. Just fits in there just like so, and then you tab him back up in there, and then his chest piece has now the Dinobot, or excuse me, the dinosaur. He's got the dinosaur image in his chest. You come around, you take this little sonar or radar or whatever you want to call it that he used to search it. You just kind of close his fist, and there you go. I thought that was pretty cool that he's got that piece in there if you want to go for a classic view. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause this really quick, and then I'm going to get his gun in his hand, and then we'll go. Okay, you can see it now. You can see it now that I've tabbed into the back of his hand. His hand's open, but you just, you close that up. Having the hardest time with his hands. You just close that up, and there you go. So he's pretty awesome. Stands pretty firm. If he's standing on kind of some cloth right now, and that's why I'm having so many issues. But anyway, he just stands there now. I put him next to Ratchet, so you can see him next to Ratchet. I think it's pretty cool that I mean, they have the exact same transforms. The only difference between the two is this area right here. and their heads. They both have change out areas. Ratchet actually comes with stickers that you can put his medical insignias on there. He comes with a few more accessories, and a few different accessories than Ironhide, and it's pretty cool. So a couple things that fans don't like as part of this review, I feel like I should include it. So part of the upgrade kit you can get will put this piece right here up right here, and it hides this area right here, and I guess that's important for some of the fans. I really don't care. And then this back part right here, a lot of people don't like this area right here. They feel like it's a big empty space. I haven't seen anything as far as upgrade kits where that improves, but I didn't even notice it until I watched another video with a commentator saying that he didn't like that. I don't really care. It's not that big a deal to me. I don't really like the fender flares on the side where they're different color, but it doesn't bother me enough to stress about it. I mean, it is what it is. You're getting a pretty accurate representation. The old G1 toy, one thing I talked about is having to have an imagination. Stupid cloth. I'm going to have to fix that. The old G1 toy, you didn't even have his face the way it is. I love that they included the old face into this design on both of them, by the way. And I'll show you that with the other review when I do it. But for the most part, that is Ironhide. It's the MP-27 Ironhide Cybertron Security. Love it to death. It's in my collection now. It's going to be there for a very long time. I don't plan on changing it as far as buying any new figures or whatnot, as long as they don't come with something more accurate. And even then, I don't even know if I'll buy the more accurate versions of these Masterpiece ones, because I don't collect these like I collect everything else, but I did really enjoy picking these up from Salt Lake Comic-Con. So guys, I hope you like this video. Please like and comment down below. Please share it with your friends. And if you like the content on this channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it goes a long way to helping me out. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate your viewership, and we'll see you in the next video.